welcome to my channel. This is Lipstick Legion. So I'm coming on the video today to pretty much properly introduce myself. We've been doing Witchy Wednesday and other tutorials, and I feel that since we're doing crafts, DIY crafts together with the things that you have at your home, and I'm kind of posting videos about witchcraft for beginners, I felt that it was about time for me to jump on here and properly introduce myself. So a little bit about me. My name is Janine and my craft name is JC Autumn. I am a second degree in Wiccan studies, and I'm doing coven initiation for the Bergen and Wiccan group. So yeah, how long I've been practicing? I've been practicing for a very long time. I've pretty much been studying since high school. And then I had pretty much of like a spiritual stump. And a few years ago, I went into an occult store and I got like this feeling, you know, I feel if you're into Wicca or witchcraft, or you're a witch and you go into a metaphysical store, it's like you get the butterflies. It's hard to explain, but it's a feeling that I got, and it was a very strong feeling. And I just felt that I was home there, and this is where I belonged. And ever since then, yeah, I've been taking my degrees and doing a lot of studies. And here I am on YouTube helping other beginning witches out. So today we are going to do part 2 of our wand making for beginners. So I just want to show you and bring to you the supplies that you will be needing. So what we're doing today is we are going to cleanse our wands that we made, right? Or you can basically use this video to cleanse any tools that you have, right? So what we're doing today is we're going to cleanse our wands and our tools. And by doing that, we first have to cast a circle. And I will also show you how to do that. A simple circle casting. It can be a very long, it could be very different. It can be in your own words and incantations. And I really feel that if you use your own incantations and blessings and things like that, it makes it more special. So I highly suggest that you use this video as pretty much a Kickstarter. But if you feel that any of the words don't jive with you and you want to change them, absolutely go ahead and do that. So the first thing that you will need to cleanse your tools is anointing oil. And we're going to be using the oil that we got at the Witch's Moon box. I made a comment if you guys wanted to see me use the stuff that I got in my box within my practice. So I'm doing that now. So the anointing oil that we will be using is the Spirit of Fire, perfect for Lammas, and that's what we're going to be using. The next thing that you will need are your elemental candles. So you can use chime candles like these, or you can use glass candles that you can get at the dollar store or any occult shop. So either one of these are perfectly fine. You're gonna need some salt. This salt I got from Esoteric Aroma. I love that shop. They're amazing. And this is really nice salt, and it crushes up really nice. So you can get a lot of usage out of this bag that they give you. The next thing you will need is some resin. So I have here, again, from Esoteric Aroma. And this is the Archangel resin, if I can get it out here. Okay, don't know if you guys can see that, but this is amazing natural resin. I really don't like using stick incense or cones to cleanse my tools. I feel like I really don't know what's in them, and there could be chemicals, and you know, it's getting shipped from who knows where. So I use stick and cone incense for a lot of things, but I typically do not use them for cleansing my altar tools. So if you have resin, you would obviously need a burner like this one. You, of course, need your tool for cleansing. And today we're going to be cleansing this water wand. Is the only one that I have left of the elemental collection. So we're going to cleanse this, and whoever purchases this, know that it's already cleansed from me. Okay. We're going to need a bell. This is used to call on the goddess and the gods for ritual, opening a circle, and any cleansing. So definitely, if you don't have a bell on your altar, it's pretty important to have this, because it kind of gets that energy, awakens the spirit, and that way, you know, everyone is in tune with what you are about to do. Okay. The next thing you will need is a lighter. This lighter is used for the candles, and it is also used for the resin. And with the resin, typical resin products you would need for burning. So that's your resin, that will be your charcoal holder, and the burner, like I showed you. All right, you will need a bowl for your water element, and then we will be blessing the water in this bowl with the citrus lemon that we got in our Witch's Muah box. Okay. Lastly, you will need an athame. This is my athame. So this will be used for cleansing, and also when we cast a circle. And of course, you will need your altar cloth. You don't need an altar cloth, but I feel it's nice should anything, you know, you get wax on your table, or anything from burning the resin, at least your table is protected with the altar cloth. And of course, can't forget our grimoire. So I will be following these steps that I wrote in my grimoire for this. Again, and this is my way of doing a simple circle casting and cleansing your tools. You do not by any way need to do it exactly how I do it. It's just a simple way of cleansing the tools that you've made with me. And let's get started. Okay, you guys, so I really tried my hardest to get a mock altar in the frame. I wish I had a larger tripod, but this is what we're working with. And pretty much to get the basic steps, I think you can pretty much gather from this area here. All right, so the main purpose of this video is to cleanse our wands that we made last Witchy Wednesday. And it's important before you cleanse any of your altar tools that, yes, I know it takes a lot of time, but everything on your altar should be cleansed prior to using it to cleanse a tool, if that makes sense. So, for example, your water elemental candle should be cleansed, the fire, even your plaque. Anything on your altar that you're using a live time in a ritual or any circle casting or cleansing your tools should be blessed first. Okay, so these are the supplies that we talked about in our intro. So the first thing we are going to do is basically begin circle casting. Okay, so before you cast a circle, we're not going to do it now. This is just to give you simple steps, but you should definitely get into a meditative state relax the mind, and kind of prepare yourself to conduct a circle casting and cleansing of anything that you're wanting to cleanse. Okay, so once you have meditated, you're going to take your oil. And this is the oil that we received in the Lamas, which is moon box. All right, you're going to open it, take a little bit on your finger, and you're going to make the sign of a pentacle or any type of symbol that resonates with you. Okay, so next is the circle incantation. All right, so my words are, I cast this circle and come in perfect love and perfect trust. Okay, you can say perfect love and creativity. Sometimes I like to say perfect love, perfect harmony. Whatever circle incantation you feel most comfortable with is what you're going to say first and foremost. Okay, so after I set my circle incantation, I do a little circle intention. Okay, so I basically say, I do conjure that the circle be casted of love, light, and power. I conjure that it be a place of barriered protection and a peaceful meeting place for the mundane and magical realms. By the power of the Lady and the Lord and all their many names, do I bless and consecrate this circle. So it will be, so mote it be. Okay, so once you have your circle of intention, this is where the bell comes in. So here is where you would ring the bell so you can get the attention and you can start getting attuned with the goddess and God power that you're about to invoke. Okay, so after you have rung the bell, it's time to do what we call calling the quarters. Okay, so the first one that usually goes first is the east. So you would turn to your east, you would light your blue candle, and you would simply say, Ancient Ones of the East, Guardian Spirit of Air, I summon you to the sacred circle to grant us insight and clarity, and guard this circle, so mote it be. So next one in line is your south direction. You will light the candle and say, Ancient Ones of the South, Guardian Spirit of Fire, I summon you to the sacred circle to grant us protection and guidance, and guard this circle, so mote it be. The next elemental candle would be to the west. Light the candle. Ancient Ones of the West, Guardian Spirit of Water, I summon you to the sacred circle, grant us peace and serenity, and guard this circle, so mote it be. And the last elemental candle to burn is the north. Light a green candle. You can't see it, but it is lit. And you would say, Ancient Ones of the North, Guardian Spirits of Earth, I summon you to this circle and grant us wisdom and knowledge, and guard this circle, so mote it be. So now your circle has been cast, so it's time to cleanse the tools that you want or the one that we made last Witchy Wednesday. So the first thing you want to do is take your athame, that is this here, and you want to place it in the salt. Okay? You place it in the salt and you say, Element of earth, I cleanse and consecrate thee. In the names of the Lord and the Lady, blessing be upon thee now. So you take this and you take it to your wand and you meditate on it for a little bit. All right, the next thing, you're still going to have your athame, and you're going to place it in the water that we used with the witch's moon box, lemon peel. And you're going to say, element of water, I cleanse and consecrate thee in the name of the Lord and Lady, blessing be upon thee now. Okay, take the water and you go over your tool, and then you meditate on it again. You can also, if you choose, after you have put your athame, you can take the water and your dominant hand, place it in, and sprinkle on your tool. The next thing, we want to pass it through the element of air. So you put it, so here I have a burning charcoal disc. You should never really put resin straight on a charcoal disc, so I have some ash here. Okay. And then we're going to take our archangel resin and we're going to place it right on the disc. Okay. You can close that up. And now it's ready. So you will pass it through your resin and say, element of air, I cleanse and consecrate thee in the names of the Lord and Lady. Blessing be upon thee now. And you just wave it over the smoke. Meditate for a little bit. And that's good. And the last one, we will pass it through our dedicated candle. So that will not be the elemental candles. I'm using a typical tea light here. So we can light that. I'm sorry, this is so small. Usually it's more spaced out, but you want to pass it through the fire and say, element of fire, I cleanse and consecrate thee in the names of the Lord and Lady. Blessed be upon thee now. And then you just go over the flame. And be careful not to burn yourself. If you quickly just swipe it, you are totally good. All right, so that was it. And that's how you would cleanse your tools, or the one that we made together. All right, so the last thing that's really important would be to light your goddess and your god candles and give them thanks for working with you today. So I light that one. I'll light this one, and now you are totally complete. You can sit here and meditate. You can go through it again if you feel that you need some more cleansing, but it's a super simple, super fast, and very effective way to cleanse any of your tools. And that is basically it. So if you are done, you would want to close the circle, and by closing the circle, you would do everything that we did in the beginning backwards and pretty much say goodbye and farewell. And that's it. And then your circle will be closed, and then you can pack all your things up or leave them here and know that this space has been pretty much cleansed and your altar has been cleansed, and just leave it here. Let it sit. If you're going through a Sabbath like Lammas, you might want to let it sit here through Lammas. And yeah, so I hope you found my video helpful. If you're not already subscribed, please do, and click that notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. And yeah, I would love to hear some feedback. How are your altars set up? Anything that I may have missed, definitely leave me a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.